Malolele everyone. Today I'm going to go over with you guys how to structure a language lesson. Hopefully if you have a purpose to your lesson, like you kind of need to figure all that stuff out beforehand, this will just help you to organize your thoughts, okay? So we're going to jump right into it. I have my whiteboard marker. My whiteboard, we're going to use this a lot for our Tongan language lessons, second language lessons, and I have a rag. This is going to be very easy for practice, so I suggest that you use dry erase, or you just have pen, scratch paper, and you can write as you go, okay? So you can make mistakes. So when you're planning a language lesson, you really want the bulk of it to be like your practice, your learning part, where the teacher or whatever language source that you're learning from is going to be probably like, I would say maybe 25% of a lesson, okay? If you're going for, let's say, for your first lesson, lesson 1, let's just say you're gonna do it for an hour, okay? That's a good amount, 1 hour, okay? You want a quarter of that is 15 minutes, okay? So your actual learning from a teacher, from a source, is going to be 15 minutes, okay? So you're going to have your objective or your overview, which you know what that is. You want to review, though, like if you're in the middle of learning the language, things that you already know. So you can have your objective is whatever. You're going to want to review whatever that is for you, okay? So we have this so far. So you have your objective, right? So that'll just take a minute and review. So if you have to review, you can take like 5 minutes to review, okay? 5 minutes. And then let's get into our actual bulk of the lesson, like I said. So then you want your actual lesson, so whatever source that is, if that's, I'm just gonna list some. You can do Shumway, you can do, I know Tiny Tongan Treasures has a thing. I think it might be shorter because it's for kids, and same with Tongan Toddler. It might be shorter, and that's okay. But all of those have some sort of curriculum. With Shumway, it would probably be, which is a little bit more complex, I would say. Shumway would probably be 15 minutes, and then those ones would probably be 10 minutes, okay? So right now you're about 20 minutes into your lesson so far. 15, 20 minutes in, okay? And then you're gonna want to practice it for yourself. Try it the first time, right? Because you're gonna make a mistake. So then you're gonna get into your actual like doing it, like first attempts. And you can plan. What's nice about Tiny Tongan Treasures and Tongan Toddlers, they plan activities for you to practice. Shumway has some, but not a lot, and I can help with that as well. I can implement with that, and so I can help bring this practice aspect to fruition if that's something that you're interested in. Because for the practice part, you want to be practicing for probably like 30 minutes of, if you learn basic sentences, you want to be writing, producing, practicing, having maybe 2 or 3 different activities of just basic sentences, okay? So you want this aspect to be 30 minutes long. You can finish off with something more easy or light, which I would say is like vocabulary, or if you're learning a song or a dance or something like that, something more fun, practice that. And I would do that for the last 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how long you have left. You can even do just 5 minutes if you wanted to for vocabulary, and then plan for your next lesson. that is kind of key for success, is already planning ahead so that way you don't feel like you have to plan everything right away. So you plan your next lesson for like 5 minutes. Like, okay, what am I gonna go over? What am I gonna study? What am I gonna read, listen to, all that kind of stuff. So your lesson, you can even substitute your lessons if you don't want it to be anything like an actual curriculum. You could just do a listening practice. Listen to a general conference talk for 15 minutes. They're about that long, 10 minutes. You could write down different vocabulary and spend your time looking at them up for your practice if that's what you wanted to do. Like, there are so many different things that you can do to mold this to what you want your learning to look like. I hope people don't feel tied down. I just want people to be able to have like a time sense of how long they should spend doing each thing, because spending all of your time in the book and not having a lot of practice is not going to help you or benefit you with learning the language. You want to be practicing producing, you want to be practicing input, you want to be practicing all the things to be able to benefit you in every way to learn the Tongan language as fast or as slow as you want. Hope that helped a little bit though. And next I plan on doing a little mini Tongan lesson with the first Shumway lesson. So stick around for that, look out for it, and I will post that here on my Patreon as well. And subscribe to my Patreon. I love you all. Thanks. Bye.